Okay, everybody. This video is to show you pretty quickly how to connect your cutting blade to your Tanaka weed trimmer. The Tanaka weed trimmer we have here is a TCG 22EA model. There's various of those models, but they're pretty much all the same. The kit that we have is the 748-503 cutting blade kit. Okay, for the Tanaka, and it's actually a pretty easy setup. The kit comes with various parts, but really we're interested in only these I'm showing you here. We have the blade itself, the washer, we have this little deal here, and then the safety cover and the locking bolt. Okay. And then we have the cotter pins. This part here already comes with the trimmer itself, so we are going to actually leave this there, and we're going to use this part here. Okay, the blade actually fits perfectly right into the raised portion of this little part here. So we put that there, put this on top here. You'll see the blade sits perfectly flush right on it. Okay. So it's going to be a crude video. We're going to do it kind of quick, and I'm just going to pause here for a second, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so here we're going to get ready to install the blade now. The blade kit comes with various parts. For right now, we're just going to focus on everything that's used to put the blade into place. Okay, you're going to get two bolts. Okay, or I should say two locking nuts, not bolts, two locking nuts. Okay, one is going to be small, the other one's going to be larger in diameter. At least for this Tanaka model, we have to use the larger one. Okay, it already comes with a washer built in, so I set the small one off to the side for now. There's also this piece here. Okay, this piece we're really not going to use it. This piece seems to be for larger diameter blades. Okay, this is an 8-inch, and if you notice, the part that's raised on this will not go through here. Okay, it will not. So if you get a larger blade that has a larger diameter hole, then this will be used kind of as an adapter. So you would put that there, and then you would put the larger blade in. Okay, but for right now we are not using this part here, so we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to leave this part in place. This is the part that came with the trimmer. Okay, so we're going to leave that in place, and of course we're going to leave the recessed, or the part that's raised, pointing out, and that way the blade can just sit right on there, nice and flushed. Now when you put the blade on, make sure the arrow is facing towards you. Okay, the teeth on the top are curved to the right, and so the blade will move clockwise, and the teeth need to be turning in a clockwise motion. So, and the arrow indicates that. So here I have the trimmer upside down. Okay, so we're going to just set the blade on there, and it will sit flush, and the arrow will be pointing outward. Okay, now once we do that, we're going to take this part here, okay, and we're going to put that right over it. The part with the indentation is going to go facing out. Okay, now this washer came with the blade, and to be honest with you, I haven't found any place where the washer is supposed to fit snug. The only place that it looks like it may go is right in here, in this part here. Okay, it looks like the washer just fits right in there, and then you could put that on, and if you want to do that, that's fine, but the washer doesn't stay centered. Okay, it kind of moves around a bit. Not a whole lot, but it does. And I've noticed that when it's on it, it doesn't make a really good connection. It doesn't really, it makes it kind of slippery. And so the blade just kind of spins a lot while this washer is there. You know, it just, even though this part may have stopped spinning, this blade will keep spinning. So I take the washer and take it off. Okay. The next part that goes on is this, the safety cap. Okay. The safety cap is going to go with this part that's raised outward, and then the indentation, the part that's sinking in, is going to go down towards the blade. Or I'm sorry, the part that's raised is actually going to go facing towards the blade, and the part with the indentation is going to go facing outward. Okay, and then you will put the big lug nut in place. Now at this point, you have to remember that you need to turn counterclockwise to tighten up the lug nut. And at some point, you're only going to be able to tighten it so far before the blade and everything starts moving, like so. Okay. Now at this point here, what you're going to need to do is turn the trimmer around, and you'll notice that there's an opening right here on the side. You're going to grab the lug nut, okay, the nut that holds everything in place, and you're going to turn it counterclockwise until you see another hole lines up with the one on the surface. Now once that happens, you want to put something through there, like maybe a nail or the Allen wrench that came with the Tanaka trimmer. It actually fits perfectly right in there. Okay, and then once it's in there, you're going to go ahead and use a socket to go ahead and tighten it up. Remember to turn counterclockwise. The socket that I'm using is a 17 millimeter. Okay, and if it's perfectly right on there. And we're going to hold the Allen wrench while tightening up the blade. Okay, and you're going to do it nice and tight. Alright, and there you have it. So now the blade is on there, it's nice and secure. Okay, the last thing that we are going to do is you're going to take a cotter pin and you will insert the cotter pin right into, at the end of this of the male prong here, there's a tiny little opening on one side and one on the other. You're going to put the cotter pin from one side to the other. Okay.